A ceasefire brokered by the United States and Russia went into effect across Syria at midnight Saturday between the Syrian government and opposition rebel groups, marking the biggest international push to reduce violence in the country's devastating 5-year conflict. AFP correspondents confirmed that at the stroke of midnight, guns fell silent in the Damascus suburbs that have seen heavy fighting in the last few days, as well as the near-obliterated city of Aleppo to the north. UN Special Envoy for Syria, Staffan de Mistura, said the key to cessation of the attacks in Syria is to respond to violations quickly and in a timely manner. One breach was already being investigated.
Here is the declaration by midnight, which was the case, of accepting I stop, you stop. No movement of territory. There is no gaining of territory either on the two sides. It's simpler, it's faster, it's quite effective, because in a way it is immediately visible.
The ceasefire was not extended to Islamic militant groups such as the Islamic State or Al-Nusra Front, while the Russians had declared they had been targeting these types of groups since their participation in the Syrian war began in September. They have predominantly carried out raids against moderate rebel groups opposed to Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, much to the chagrin of the U.S.-led coalition.
The Russians have committed themselves to not carrying out strikes against groups that we consider part of the moderate opposition. Put up or shut up time. It is time for them to show through action rather than words that they are serious about what they profess to be serious about, which is a ceasefire or a cessation of hostilities and a political process that leads to a transition.
De Mistura said that he plans to resume peace talks on March 7th if the cessation of hostilities largely holds. Almost 270,000 people have lost their lives since the conflict began, with roughly 11 million people displaced from their homes.